Dan, unfortunately we exit out of the Capital Women's Cup today. Talk me through your thoughts on tonight's performance.
Yeah, I have to say, first and foremost, I'm really proud of the girls. 4 games over 12 days. We've got players in there that have done 48 plus match kilometres in that space of time. They put an incredible shift in. It's crap scheduling. I don't think we've helped ourselves as a club on that front either. But first half was good. I thought we were really good actually in terms of our discipline out of possession. Second half was just falling away. I'd imagine a little bit of a mix of tired legs, lacking quality in certain areas as well. But obviously, we've made some changes tonight and rotated things around. People have had their opportunities to sort of showcase themselves. I don't think the score is completely reflective of the game. That said, Spurs 100% deserve to win. They're a really good young side and really well done to them tonight. Just well done.
So the first half, your side had some good moments throughout the game. Sandy getting a goal to put your side in front before the break. Just talk me through overall your thoughts on the first 45.
Yeah, like I said, I thought the first 45 was good. I thought we carried a good threat on the counter. So Tottenham had a bit more of the ball. I thought we defended. I thought the first 15 were a little bit open in centre midfield. It took Bree and Ren a little bit of time to figure that out. But actually, when we got in at half time, I was really pleased with the shape and how we defended and the structure. And we just said we've just got to go out and maintain that. And if we maintain it, that we'll get through and the game will be ours. Obviously we've come out in the second half then, and people letting runners get across the front of them. We didn't defend the box particularly well. Obviously, we've given them 2 goals really with a penalty, and then taking them back over the line. So it's not brilliant on that front. Game of 2 halves from our perspective.
As you just touched on there, into the second half, the host did take a bit of a turn with getting 3 goals in short session. Do you feel that part of that was just being caught off guard, as you mentioned, or do you think just Spurs just turned it on realistically in the second half?
I don't think you've been caught off guard. I mean, if it is, that's just naive on our part. But I don't think you can get caught off guard. If the game's at 1-0, the game's on. It's just people doing individual errors, and I thought how we defended in the first half was good, and I thought a couple of the goals we let runners get across the front of us. You conceded from a set piece, which is pretty poor. So it's just basics, and people just maintaining their standards really. And again, part of it comes down to we need to take our chances when we get them as well. In the first half, Ari's had an opportunity in the 6-yard box, which she's sort of switched off and not expected. We've had 2 1-on-1s today that we've missed as well, which isn't good. And obviously, you put those chances away, the game's very different. And if you go in at 2 or 3 at half time, then you take a lot of their confidence away. But they, as I said, credit to Tottenham. They're good energy tonight. I thought they moved the ball pretty well. I thought when we defended and stopped to task, I thought they didn't really, they struggled to threaten. But when we switched off and people started getting beaten in their 1v1 duels, then obviously they showed a little bit of quality and fully deserved the win tonight.
And as you know as well, your side had to play a lot of football within the space of a week or so. Do you feel that had a bit of effect on tonight's performance?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, look, there's people in today, we've rotated a fair bit, so there's people in today that are fresh, so there's no excuse on there, but then there's people like Sandy and Hayley, like I said, that have done 48 plus match kilometres in 12 days. It's mental. We saw something similar at Chatham early in the season, where we had to play Liverpool Sunday, then we had to play QPR midweek, and then Chatham again at the weekend. And the reality is, it's these weeks like that are tough to manage when everyone's working full time, and we're carrying a few injuries and niggles that have kind of lasted longer than they probably should. And again, people probably need to take a little bit of responsibility in terms of how they're looking after themselves, and are we doing everything that we can to make sure that we're in the best condition possible. And maybe we need to reflect as a group as well about if we're doing the right things in the gym with them and stuff like that. So there's probably a bit of thinking to be done over the off season on whether the people are the right people, or the program's the right program. So but we'll go through that. But like I said at the start, I am proud of the players tonight. I thought they've worked really hard. They were really honest. I thought Hayley was outstanding tonight. Just her attitude and just her as a person is incredible. So yeah, it's just one of those.
As well for tonight, Sandy Martin's getting her 5th goal in 4 games, in this short space of time of games. Would you say that's a bit of a positive to take away this evening?
Yeah, sure, she should have another one though. That's the reality of it. But Sandy, I thought Sandy was excellent on Sunday against Cambridge. And she has been in a really good vein of form recently, which is good, and that's what we want and expect of her. When we signed her, we signed her to come in and make an impact. She's an experienced player, an international player. So, yeah, it's good to see her score, but also, you're playing a 21s team. I'd expect her to be on the score sheet, and I'd have expected her to score that one at the end.
Well, you now have a bit of a break into your next match, which is away to QPR at Loftus Road in just under 2 weeks' time. What are your thoughts now heading into that fixture?
Yeah, obviously next Sunday, isn't it? The girls got a good opportunity to rest up over the weekend. Everyone's got a little bit of time off, so I think that'll do them good. I've said to them at the end, try not to be too disappointed with tonight. Ultimately, the better team on the evening won. Tottenham fully deserved to, and there's lots of circumstances around. Perhaps why certain things unfolded as they did in that second half, but I am really, really proud of the effort and the grit and the determination that they've shown, and as I said, the character of some of those girls in there is incredible, and I'm really proud of that.
Dan, thank you for your time this evening.
Thanks, Alf.